All right, we're back. Welcome everybody back to the pod. Weather the Storm Entertainment presents the pod. I'm your host, Dwayne Weathers. As you can see here, I got the fellas back to my right. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Everybody good? Okay. Okay. Go ahead and introduce everybody. Like I said, I'm the host. My name is Dwayne. Got my man Ace Boogie here in the building. You good, Ace?
Yeah, I'm good.
Everything good?
Definitely.
Got the brother Romaine here, Arande. Y'all already know about Arande because he Got my brother Phil White here. What's up, Phil?
Sir. Good, man.
I see you rocking that pod.
Oh,
that,
yeah, you
that,
know.
That pod t-shirt.
Gotta represent,
that hoodie, huh?
You know, some little merch.
Okay,
you know.
y'all check that merch out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Get in contact with us.
Yeah.
Whether the Storm Entertainment or any of these guys on social media. Got my man DJ up at the top.
What's up? What's good? I'm chilling, man.
Anything good?
Can't complain.
You made it through the day?
I woke up this morning.
That's what's up. That's a blessing.
That's what
That's
it
a
is.
blessing.
Absolutely.
And next to D, we got my man Trey. What's up, Trey?
How you doing, brother?
Hey, you know what, man? I got a beef with you. Man.
Man.
Last week you had the Eagles Reggie White on. Now you got the Sixers hat on.
Oh, wow.
It's like, what's going on with that? You know what I mean? I know we from Philly, but I don't represent too many of the Philly teams.
We gonna get to it.
But yeah, the Sixers ain't doing too good.
Not at all, man. Not at all. That Paul George thing, man.
What's
You
up
heard
with
it again.
that, fellas?
You heard it again.
Yeah.
Injuries.
Man.
And I think
man.
Embiid lost too much weight too fast.
Embiid?
Yeah, because he don't got no bounce in his shots, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he ain't got no bounce in his shots.
That's right. He lost that weight trying to get in shape.
Trying to get in
boy.
shape.
Well,
right.
I don't know if that's working quite yet. He still ain't playing. He hurt again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he heard
But
it.
it's like,
Right.
but when he shoot, you can see he don't got no unfinished shots. It'd be
wow.
like they straight, but they short.
Sure.
Yeah, but a lot
so
of
what you saying?
that.
He lost some power? Some
Yeah,
strength?
I think he lost some strength in it.
You're not shifty on the court.
His knees is done.
Yeah, his knees is done.
Oh, wow. The
Well,
knees.
that's why you gotta lose weight.
But no, he
Knees
might
ain't
he
good.
might. I think he lost too much too fast. Like, cause
wow.
you got to keep in mind when you lose weight and you're not practicing your shot enough. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you
gotta-
think he healthy right now?
I know you're not healthy.
So if he not healthy, don't
But
you
I'm
think
saying-
that's
no,
gonna affect
but
his shot?
I'm talking about like his shots is like short.
But if you lose weight, his
strength is not there.
But I mean, if you're not healthy though, like your knee, you gonna lose a little. You know what I mean, your shot not gonna be what it is when you
rotation and
healthy.
everything.
You out there trying to push through injuries.
But his knees never been healthy though. This dude been injured since he's been in the league, man.
But how y'all feel about this, fellas? Me and D was talking on the way
Yes.
here about this.
Okay.
How y'all feel if we just tank this season?
Oh, wow.
the Sixers?
Yeah, and get the #1 pick.
They ain't
How
gonna
many-
be able to tank that bad, man. There's no way they can tank that
We in the
bad.
East though, man.
I mean, you sit Embiid down, you sit Paul George down.
For the whole season?
But that's
Well,
too
the
much
whole season.
money,
He's not
man.
gonna do that,
That's
man.
too
They
much.
get paid
It's
to
too
pay
early for that.
And
Yeah, they're
let
not
the-
gonna do that.
Let the young guys
Develop more?
Yeah.
But whole time out. Did you see Eminem play last night? Maxie and,
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah,
yo,
yeah.
them
I
bulls
seen
was
it.
like they looked good
That's
playing
what I'm
together.
talking
Yeah.
about. That's
They
what
looked
I'm talking
good.
about.
They
Well, that's
looked
what I'm
good
saying.
playing
Let's-
together, man.
Let's tank this season and get Cooper Flag or you don't like Cooper Flag?
No. It's a pipe dream, man. This is not happening.
How?
The Sixers is too good of a team to tank that bad.
If we were
They're
that
hurt.
good,
They're hurt.
we wouldn't be 2 and what?
They're hurt. They just won. They 3. So
Yeah.
it's
They only had one. They only
That's
had
one.
one. They only had one game when they played.
They played
together.
together.
They was hurt
Right.
then.
And they
Talking about with George on
and
the
they're
team?
never
Yeah.
going
Yes.
to be
And lost them.
healthy this year.
How you know that?
The way I was looking, we're not going to be
Well,
healthy.
if you ain't gonna have to tank. If they ain't healthy this year,
That's
it's gonna
my point.
automatically
So
happen.
sit them
So
down.
don't say tank,
Well, okay,
because that's not
okay,
gonna
let's
happen.
just lose out.
Okay.
Don't say
you
tank.
saying
Don't
Okay.
say tank.
the stars never make it back.
Okay.
Y'all gonna
Let's
be
just
back,
say
right?
We lose out.
The
We
football
gonna
term.
win.
And let's get the #1 pick.
We gonna win.
And then
50
come
games.
back next year, right, with a full healthy team. And if we don't make the
Yo, we gonna-
championship,
we gonna win 50
or
games,
the
yo.
Eastern
That's what I'm trying to
Conference,
tell you.
We
you
gonna
got
win.
to trade
so
it.
Trey,
we going to win 50
got you.
games.
Trey, how many?
That's what I said.
Trey, but hold on, let me ask you this.
I don't know about
How
that.
many other
50?
teams do you think is thinking that same exact thing you saying?
I don't know about that.
50?
That's way worse than the
No.
Sixers.
I don't think it's not that many teams way worse than us right now. It's
We
only
the worst
us and
team.
Wizards.
Talent wise.
Didn't they lose like 10 games in a row or something?
Talent wise.
Yeah.
The stars is out.
We stink.
The stars is out.
We
They got
stink.
2 stars out the whole time.
That's crazy.
At every game.
All 3 stars missed games already.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, and you say if they don't come back, let's say if they was out for the year, that's you don't gotta say tank. They're gonna be bad enough to get one of them high picks.
But you don't think we
But
can
they're
win
not.
50
They're
games?
coming back.
No,
That's what I'm
we might get
saying.
the
They're
8th
gonna
spot.
play.
But Phil, they're not coming back healthy.
But it don't
Yeah.
matter,
So-
Trey. What I'm
so-
saying is
so
those
this
stars
year-
are not going to tank.
That's what I'm saying. This year is going to be a waste of time. You wasting our time and Embiid's time.
Let me ask you this.
lot of
Let
money.
me ask you this.
Listen,
A lot of money.
Embiid
Lot of
is
money.
32 or 34.
Okay.
No, he's
not
not
34.
30. He might be
32.
30. No, he might be 30.
No,
He might be 29.
Yeah,
No, he's not.
Yo, we can Google
No,
that.
he's not.
You said we
Somebody Google that.
No, you know.
You know what? But look,
Yeah.
listen.
He has to be 32, and if he's not 32, he's playing. His body is like 50. You feel what I'm saying?
He's 30.
He's 30.
30
Okay, he's
years old?
30,
Yeah.
and his body is playing 50.
Wow.
Come on.
But Trey,
You got LeBron. that's actually-
What I don't understand is
Go ahead.
he shoot threes. He don't even play in the paint. So why is he?
But he's
so
playing in the
bad?
paint
yeah,
now,
he be in
though.
the paint too, though. He be in the paint.
Not the way he should.
No,
play in the paint.
he clumsy because he think he a guard.
Right.
And he trips over his feet a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why he be falling a lot.
I think
You know what I mean?
I don't
Well,
think it's
you know what?
clumsy. I think
He clumsy,
I
though.
think that's
ahead.
his style of play, yo. He just
Clumsy?
not clumsy. Like he can. If you said Embiid, you cannot fall on the floor this game. He can do it. That's
I don't think so.
clumsy. He could.
I don't think so.
He a lot of that falling and flopping. That's just a style of play. Yo. I don't think it's because he tripping over his feet.
Yo, he
Right.
be
No,
tripping
like
over his
he-
feet, man. He's 7'2", like trying to
I
be
don't
a
think
guard.
that's- I
So
don't think
correct me
that's
if
what
I'm
it is,
wrong.
yo.
You know, I have read some something maybe out there in the social media as far as one of his favorite players was Kobe Bryant. And of course, you know, we can't compare apples and oranges. But the fact is that Kobe
Yo,
isolation moves, handling the ball, maybe that
That's what
kind
he's
of
trying
like
to do.
spills off into, and this is something that Embiid can't get away from. As he came up, when you were inspired by one of your favorite players, which is Kobe Bryant, you would tend to emulating, regardless if
problem
you
with
was
the
a
league.
center
That's the problem.
versus
That's the
being
problem with the
a
league.
small forward.
That's the problem with the
I got
league.
you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
thank
big problem with the league.
People-
Everybody's trying to be Steph Curry.
Right.
You can't. There's no Steph Curry.
Shooting them J-
All these
Yeah.
threes. It's like on the real. It's horrible to watch basketball now
It is.
because everybody just standing
terrible.
around shooting threes, not playing defense.
That's because
not
the game is driven by analytics.
not doing the
Yeah.
fundamentals
and the
of
analytics
real
say
basketball.
more
Like,
3-pointers betters your chance to win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
just seen
that's
it last
why
night.
the game is now you got high schoolers coming up. It's all about the 3-point shot.
I understand that.
Everybody want to
I
shoot
understand
that
that.
long.
Because that's where the
J.
league is going now.
I understand,
Yeah.
but we gotta have some type of
fundamental
Balance.
balance.
Right, yeah.
Like some
I mean,
balance.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
I miss the game in the paint.
No,
man.
I
Yes.
agree.
When you
I
see,
agree.
Yeah.
when you see them big cats in the paint banging and slamming on people and
I
driving
agree.
to the hole, I mean, that's what we grew up on. I'm used to that type
Very
of
important.
basketball. I mean, the jump shots and the threes is cool, but I miss that.
Yo, so coming
paint
up,
game.
you know what I mean, back when in our AAU days, you know, Trey was playing, and he was playing against this tall young boy. He was probably 11 and under. He's playing against this tall young boy, and you know what I mean, we kept saying to ourselves like, yo, why this boy is biggest boy in the court? Why is he not in the paint? Old school. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Why he not in the paint? Why he not this boy out in the perimeter taking threes? You know, the whole time, these big feet. Well, fast forward, that guy's name was Karl Anthony Towns.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, I mean-
Trey was playing with him.
Yeah, I got it on. I got them games on tape.
Yeah, he shoot J's. That's
Yeah.
all he do is
Yeah,
shoot
that's what
J's.
he does.
Yeah.
That was Karl
And
Anthony
he's from-
Towns.
he's
yo.
from Jersey.
He's from Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey
we played
kid.
against him
That's
all the
right.
time.
That's
Yeah.
right.
That's what's up.
Wow.
That's what's up.
Thank you for that question.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Trey too, and while I'm at it, just to let y'all know, this episode is sponsored by Exclusive Moss, your moss balls. If y'all don't know what Exclusive Moss is, it's a sea moss. It's for health. That's what Embiid probably need to start taking. Some of this exclusive
You ain't
moss.
lying.
He might be able to bang in the paint a little bit more.
Yes.
Because Exclusive Moss shares Irish sea moss from the Ireland and the Atlantic coast. It provides 92 minerals out of 102. Y'all get 92 minerals
yes.
out of 102. Y'all better check that out if you like Embiid out there. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Get your exclusive moss now. You can go to www.themoss.com. That's www.the TheeMos.com. Get a 10% discount when you use the promo code the pod. Now check this out. You use that promo code, you get 10% out. But you know Thanksgiving coming up, and you know the Black Friday sale's coming. So you know they got a Black Friday sale. So if you go to the website, TheeMos.com, you get a 25% discount.
Beautiful.
You can't beat that for Black Friday.
Right. No, you can't.
Like I said, you use the pod discount, you get 10. You put Black Friday in, you get 25%. So make sure you go to www.theemos.com. Get yours today. Oh yeah, and if you're in the Philadelphia area, they delivers on Sundays.
Beautiful.
Exclusive Moss. Your Moss boss.
Yes.
All right, fellas. We done talked about the Sixers. We done got the sponsors out the way. How everybody week went this week?
Mine went good, man. Another, beautiful week. Some new news. We got our grands is back home.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, let's give a hand to that. Coming back. That's what's up.
That's what's up. They
I
came
know
back
you
this
happy
week?
to have them back in the house.
man. Happy to have them. I mean, he my lock screen picture. So I was definitely missing them, and they back home, man. So
Yeah, you ain't got to go to the gym too much now because they gonna have you ripping it.
Oh yeah, they got me. Doing a little bit of cardio. Yeah.
Anybody else have anything interesting going on this week since last week?
No, everything was good over
Regular
there.
week.
Everything was
Typical
good.
week.
Except I will say, I was watching the news the other day. It was kind of like alarming to me. You know what I'm saying? I know we didn't get into no politics talk, but it was like kind of alarming to me that North Korea, they linked up with Russia to fight Ukraine.
Yeah, I've heard about that maybe like last week, like talks of it.
Right.
But you saying that
they
it actually went
linked
down.
up. Yeah. So now I'm saying
So they're allies now.
So now I'm saying what's like we in America, we got too much money invested in Ukraine. So I'm like what's going to be the outcome with that?
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Especially because Trump came in talking that talk.
Trump gonna drop bombs. Y'all already
Drop
know.
bombs.
But listen, the same bomb that he can drop, they can drop them too.
Hey, we might be looking at World War III.
Crazy. And we hope not.
And that was one of the reasons why a lot of people didn't want Trump in office. He gonna want revenge.
Right.
So
And he think he bull.
yeah,
Well, hopefully he got some tactics where it don't come to that.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, one, you got to find a way where you can get Russia to back down off of Ukraine, because it's like they really just trying to broil them into saying, hey, you know what, we want y'all to come back into our government, and they like, we don't want to.
He been trying to bully them for over a year now.
Yeah.
So he not backing down from
No,
that
he's not.
unless somebody make him back down. Which is some of the allies come up and like, yo, this enough of them. We've been one of them, and he still ain't backing
Right.
down.
Oh, wow.
But
So he ain't worried about us.
But he ain't respect Biden though. He ain't respect them. But
So because that's what I'm saying. Hopefully Trump got some tactics that's going to be different. Because the last thing we need is this nonsense.
yeah.
I feel sorry for the civilians. And
Yeah.
the
Right,
families
that's
over
getting
there,
killed,
man.
man.
As far as the government
the-
officials
yeah,
and all
the
that,
military, yeah.
I could care less about them, but it's the people that's over there
Right, they're
living.
suffering, yeah.
They actually getting killed.
Right.
So that's
Innocent
what I don't
bystanders
like
and all,
about
yeah.
the whole war thing. You know what I mean? Innocent bystanders that really ain't got nothing to do with none of that stuff. It's all for power and money and power.
Money and power.
That's what rules the world out here. But we got Thanksgiving coming up, guys.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Y'all ready for Thanksgiving?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Put my fat suit on.
You know what I mean? Everybody gonna eat well.
Yeah.
Try to diet now and pick out later.
Try to diet now,
Yeah.
pick out later.
know
That's
that's-
what's up. Let's move into some subjects, man. What y'all want to talk about, man? We got a lot of stuff happened this week. Oh
Yeah.
man, especially in the music.
Yes.
Especially in music. So I mean, what y'all want to just jump into? Kendrick Lamar dropping that new GNX album. Anybody get a chance to listen to it?
It dropped already?
It dropped
Yes.
yesterday.
It dropped yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay. I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah, he
Yes.
dropped that joint yesterday, man.
Yeah,
Anybody
I
check it out?
got a chance to listen.
I ain't
Yeah,
checked
I
it
listened.
out
I
yet.
listened. I listened
I
to
ain't
it
checked it out
once.
yet.
I listened to the one song. 'cause
Yeah, I listened to it thoroughly want, if anybody that know me, you know what I mean, like, you know, the first thing I'm gravitating to is the lyrics.
Without a doubt.
You know what I mean? So I really locked in on that. But, you know, this is Kendrick Lamar we talking about, so.
You listen to the whole album?
Yeah, listen to the
How's
whole
the
album.
lyrics on it?
Oh, I mean, it's
He
Kendrick
flown.
Lamar.
Yeah,
Okay.
he flown. From what I
Kendrick
heard,
Lamar.
it's nice. I'm gonna listen to it probably tomorrow, the whole thing. What about you? Excuse me. No, what about you, Ace? I know you said you listened to it. How you feel
Yeah, I
about it?
listened to it. I gave it about 2.5 listens, and you know, when I first listened to it, I listened to like the beats was the first thing that I was not critiquing, but they started gravitating to me first. And then in my second listen, then I wanted to concentrate more on lyrics. So after the first listen, I noticed that, you know, sometimes we shouldn't compare apples to oranges as far as, you know, inspiration. So when I heard a couple of songs kind of remind me, like, you can tell that Kendrick was inspired by Nas. You know, preferably one song in particular, one of Nas' classic songs called One Mic. And you know, the last song on the album kind of reminds you of like a one mic, because you don't even realize what he's talking about, the underlaying of what he's doing and how he build up his lyrics from step to step, and then towards the end it's like, you know, basically I'm married to the pen.
Okay.
Right.
And that's what I got
So you
from
pretty
that.
much
Yeah.
explained
How many
Right.
songs is on that?
Right.
I believe
it's
12.
12 songs.
10
not
10
bad.
or 12.
12.
You said Nas was the only one that congratulated him about the Super Bowl too, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
yes,
heard
he
that
did mention
too.
that.
Yeah.
Another song.
That's major, man. Coming from
Yeah.
Nas.
Very major.
But that's crazy to say he was the only one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess with Lil Wayne crying like a little
Yeah.
baby,
Yeah.
I guess nobody really wanted to.
But
Right.
I mean, you know.
The other song
that's weird, though.
that I
Why would
thought
that be?
Kendrick was inspired by is a song called Reincarnated. And if Kendrick didn't make this song and say the late great Tupac Shakur made it, it would make sense. Because it gives me that, I feel that energy
Type of
about
vibe.
when Pop was going in and on some of his like rebellious songs, like, listen, it's just me and the beat, and I'm riding this beat.
Like,
and
which song
Reincarnated.
would you compare that to Pac's? Which one of Pac's songs?
Oh wow, what's the name of the song? Oh gracious, I know the name of the song. Okay, it kind of reminds me, even though Pop was on the song with Snoop, the one they did.
Gangsta Party?
Yeah,
Gangsta Party.
no, not Gangsta Party.
To America's Most Wanted?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. And you know how Pac go in, and that's how I was getting that same
killed that
feeling.
too.
Yeah, I was getting that same feeling. It was
Yeah.
just Kendrick on his
That's one of my
own,
favorite Pac
you
joints
know.
right there.
But I believe it's a really good album, and the great part about Kendrick, you know, you can keep listening to it, and you may catch little different things, you know. And
That's one thing about
Yes.
Kendrick, man. The brother can put together a album,
yes,
like concepts, music, how it flows from beginning to end. Like, he even got stuff where different songs will go back and reference songs from earlier. Like, the concepts he used as he puts the album together
Yes.
is what makes it, to me, one of the best.
beautiful.
You know what I mean?
He
And,
really doing his thing too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he,
yeah.
and he displayed on this album again, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's tight lyrics. You know what I mean? He just really, you know what I mean, represents. It's just him, you know, different stories, and you know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned the last joint, I think it's Gloria. That's the
Yeah,
name of it.
Gloria. Exactly.
Man, he killed that joint. I mean, this is you listening to it, you in the story, and then you get to the end of it, and boom, you know what I mean, just bring it out that, oh, this whole person that you thought I was talking about somebody else, I'm really talking about this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all listen to it, you know what I mean,
Okay.
you'll hear it, you'll get it. But
Yes.
So the West Coast nigga bringing
strong.
it like that, huh?
Yeah. yeah.
Ben, they've been bringing it like that,
Yeah.
not just Kendrick.
Yeah.
No.
Let me ask y'all this though. I mean, you know, he did the pop out. You know, him and Drake had the battle, and then he did the pop out.
Yes.
Now he pops out with an album. We ain't heard nothing from Drake. What's up with Drake? Me personally, I think Drake's career is done.
Wow.
That's just me personally. I think it's over because it's like he ain't staying relevant, man. He's not, you know, he ain't fighting back. You know what I mean? He just sitting in the corner on the ropes just taking blows like boom, 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 and
I got you.
he ain't putting nothing out ever since the pop out. So I
say
mean,
about
Nah, Drake.
Me?
Yeah, I mean that's your guy. So
I mean, well, I mean,
No.
hold on.
he was on Drake's side on that battle when we,
And I still am.
he was with Drake.
Yeah,
He was,
there you go.
And I still am. I mean, me. I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Who
have
you
no
had in
problem
there?
with being a minority.
who Trey had? Who you
I
had?
don't
in
know.
that
He didn't really like the battle much.
I don't.
You ain't like it?
I
You
didn't like
I
it?
tune
You ain't
in
like
on
neither
that.
one of
Nah,
them?
I didn't
But
tune in.
but if I had to guess, I know who he's going to go with. Although he didn't really care for the battle at any way. You know,
I love
because
the
I
battle.
know Trey.
I
you know
love
what I'm
the
saying?
battle.
So
The battle-
I know. I
battle
already
was
know the
needed.
way he
Yeah.
leaning.
It was needed. It was needed. It was needed. The battle was needed, but I just think Drake is done. Drake been consistent
I
for the
don't
last.
think Drake is done.
I think he's
It's
done.
no way.
I don't
he
think
I can't say that.
done. I can't say
Listen,
that.
he got skills and he's nice, but Drake been putting out consistent music. Boom, boom, boom. He been on top for the last 10 years.
So he been the king for 10 years.
He been the king for 10 years
So how's he done though?
because he ain't putting nothing out. Kendrick killing him, yo.
Why can't I fall
Yo,
back
Drake-
for a second?
Drake got
'Cause I just
streaming
did 10
records,
strong.
man.
You just said it.
That's true.
Why I
but-
can't fall back for a minute and
'cause
live
when you-
off my resume?
When you out of sight, you out of mind, man.
But when I
Because
come
you know
back,
what-
it's
you know-
gonna be right.
It better be because the expectation's gonna be high.
You right.
If he would have just
Right
put
about
something out and just took the
that. You right
criticism,
about that because I was the biggest one. Because that's my man, you know what I mean? Trey saying I was the biggest one when the boy came out with the house party whole tape. I'm like, no, what's this? This ain't what we looking for. You know what I mean?
so just imagine, just imagine.
But that was
if
his
he
last
got-
joint though, right?
no, well, yeah,
That was the one
Yeah.
after. I mean, the one before, right?
that was
his
his
last?
That
Oh,
was
that
his
was his
last
last
one.
one? Last album.
He got some guest appearances, but
So just imagine if he come out now with something in his whack. What you think?
it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna kill him.
It's gonna be that.
kill him,
but
man.
I
It's
mean,
gonna kill him.
This is somebody that's for 10 years he was on top. You think after this
We
he's
about
not
to
gonna
see.
definitely come back and
We
it's gonna be fired?
We definitely
Come
about
on.
to see.
You know what I mean?
We
That-
about to see.
What you think the betting percentages would be on that? If next time he come out it's gonna be nice or trash?
If Drake revisit 2010 Drake, mixtape Drake,
Drake might be on the
But
list.
I mean, that
to
was-
what
that's when
Wayne
he
just
first came
said though.
out.
if he revisit that,
To what Wayne just said.
okay.
This is my career. I took a damaging blow by battling Kendrick and lost. The next time I come out, if it ain't right, I'm over. He just said that.
Right, right.
What's the percentage you think that somebody that's been a hit maker basically his
low.
whole career
It's very low.
is going to drop the next time and it's not official?
Percentage very low.
5%.
It's less than
gonna-
5%. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be nice. But is it going to reach the expectations that people looking for?
Drake has the fan base.
That
Exactly.
after everything Kendrick.
It
done
just
did.
got to be nice. It don't got to be great. It don't have to be a classic. It don't have to be one of his best albums. It just got to be nice.
Because
the fans is just like you saying.
They want to hear something.
They want to hear. Give us something. If it's nice, okay.
because it's not a battle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's still a battle.
I mean, it's a battle, but it's not. It's,
It's
really not,
still
like,
a battle.
Like it's a battle.
I don't think it's a battle.
Like
Them
on
boys
the hip
gonna
hop.
be- they gonna
Like,
be-
no.
They
It's
gonna
just
be in
like
each other's
Nas-
song
it's
in like
just like-
another 2 years, man.
No,
It's just
bro.
like
my
Nas
word.
and Jay-Z.
No, that was a that was a battle.
This is still a battle.
That
yo.
was a battle.
And they
It
was
is.
on
I think it's
stage.
still a battle.
Drake
A few
conceded,
years
man.
later, they was
After
on
that
stage
last joint,
together.
Drake conceded,
He
man.
gave up. That's why he ain't
gave up.
came out.
Yeah,
Right?
So,
yeah.
so
think he
to this
conceded?
credit,
I think he won. So I don't. I mean, that's me though.
so to this credit,
Nah, bro.
I think he won.
so to this credit,
I'm just-
win
I'm
or
just telling you.
loss, one thing I do give Drake, and I always looked at Drake as like the Oscar de la Hoya of like hip hop, meaning that he rumbled everyone
That's
that
true.
brought that smoke.
yeah, yeah.
So even if he comes out next week or whatever, next month or whatever, I understand the expectations is very large, but win or lose, in the eyes of whatever some people say he won or he lost, long as he does come out at a consistent level, he'll continue to be that Oscar de la Hoya of
So
hip
you
hop.
don't
Right.
think you don't think
You don't
he
think
been
it's
sit-
gonna damage
You
it?
don't think
Right.
he been sitting back too long?
He may have, but the music will say.
The music gonna
Yeah, the
decide.
music is gonna be the
gonna
decision.
deciding
Right.
factor.
Yeah.
And we all saying the same
Right.
thing.
I agree.
basically.
I
Yeah.
agree. So
I agree with that.
So we
Yeah.
pretty much gonna see what happens.
Right, exactly. That's what we
Now-
all saying.
Is he on Diddy list?
That's, I mean,
Is
You talking about Drake?
yeah, is his name on Diddy list?
I don't
I
believe
don't know.
so.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
And we will
Think maybe that's why he playing low profile.
Yeah. Like
Maybe.
Listen,
Yeah.
Diddy say he's snitching on everybody.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because
dude.
trust me, it's a lot of people on that list.
Oh man.
That
Yeah.
a lot of people on that list.
Yeah, Puff
Please
ain't-
believe
Puff,
that.
Puff ain't going down by itself, boy.
Without
For
a
real.
doubt, without
He
a
ain't-
doubt.
They said he in there living like a king though. We got people making his bed.
Yeah, I heard they fighting. They fighting
Yeah.
over who making his
Making his
bed.
bed.
Yo. That's what I
Yeah.
heard, y'all.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Man, free Diddy.
Yeah.
Free Diddy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, free Diddy.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Yeah, let that man.
Let him-
I mean, he
yeah,
got to
let
be
him
proven guilty. You know what I mean?
But
I don't care
they
about
trying
all
to
that
prove
else.
him guilty of. They trying to prove him guilty of just being
Intimidating
freaky.
witnesses.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
this man
he a
intimidating.
freak.
Everybody's
Ain't nothing wrong with
freaky.
that.
Yeah.
Everybody's
That-
freaky.
You know what I'm saying?
The
Like
only,
that's,
only thing they got him is the Cassie thing in the hotel.
well,
in the
that's
hallway.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That's
That's
no
it.
excuse for that.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's no excuse for
He
that.
already paid.
Right.
He already paid her off.
You know what I mean? There's no excuse
So-
for that.
But he still
That's
did
not-
it, and
that's
it's
not-
on, and it's on
Yeah.
tape.
Yeah, that's definitely damaging.
So
It's
that,
but that ain't to that
That's
ain't
only damaging his image. That's
Right.
not a
That's
felony
not- yeah,
for him
exactly.
to be doing some time.
right.
Without a
That's
doubt.
the
You know what
key.
I mean?
That's the key right
Yeah.
there.
So
Without a doubt.
you know, we'll see what happens.
That's
Yeah.
that's the Sean Combs. Let's talk about another Sean. I hear there's rumors that Jay-Z got an album in the makings getting ready to come out. How y'all
I would
feel
love to
about
hear
that?
Hove.
I would love to hear
But to
I would love
what
to hear
Ro
that.
just
I would
said
I
though.
would love to
You
hear.
think you'll like it?
I think he might
no.
be playing a low pro too, because I
Yeah,
think
like-
he might be on the list.
No.
Everybody been at a Diddy party.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like
The after party.
It's rumblings that he on the list, high on the
after
list.
party.
Right.
So he
What
might
about the
play a low pro.
after party?
Yes.
That's what all the stars saying. That's when it go down, yo. That late deep night party.
Yeah, but Jay. What y'all think about Jay coming out though with an album at this point?
Of course, listen.
I want to hear it.
Of course, we all do.
No.
Right.
I want to hear it.
I heard he might have a diss track on there too. I wonder who he dissing.
Wow.
That's the
That
question.
should be interesting.
Dang, who?
Yeah.
Who?
And it's kind of like,
All right, Dame again.
and it's there you
Dame.
go.
That's a good one.
No,
Yeah,
Dame
Dame-
already
yeah,
down.
that's
Right.
what
He
it
ain't gonna
is.
kick Dame
But
White
Dame
down,
keep
man.
coming at him though.
Why not?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he ain't gonna kick
Dame
Dame White
keep
down.
talking about
He
it.
keep
You know,
grinding
Jay,
him out,
yo,
yo.
Jay don't care, man. Jay ruthless, man.
He ain't, Jay
don't
the
care.
ruthlessness got him to the 1B status.
Yeah, Jay
Yeah,
don't
He
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
You ain't gotta keep going down that road, man.
Yeah.
Leave
If
that
he
man
did-
alone. Don't
yeah.
kick that man White
But we
down.
know-
Kicking White down.
No, don't
We
do
know
that.
Jay can be a petty person.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah,
need to do
that's
what I'm
that. I don't
saying.
think
He
he
can be
gonna
very
do that.
petty.
You know what I mean?
But
In
Dame
a
keep
good
coming
way.
at him though, yo. Dame be coming at every chance he get. He coming at him.
Oh yeah. Especially when you talk
I feel
about the
sorry for
masters.
Dame.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
that's
so,
really
you know
heavy.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
I
not
do
even
too.
about
I feel sorry
the
for
That's
Dame.
why I don't
masters
even
of
blame him. You know what I
ownership.
mean? Because
It's
it
how
went
you
all the
going
way
about
bad
it.
for
Right.
him. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
key.
Like, you know, whether he was the major cause of it or
right.
not.
You
Right.
gotta understand why he talk about it. He blackballed him for
Yeah.
him to get more money in the industry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's a big
That's a stab in the back.
that's a big play right there.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Right.
That's a big play.
All that simmered down though, because Dame just sold his portion of the Rockefeller.
They sold?
he-
Somebody
sold
brought
this
it?
week.
It's
Yeah.
officially sold.
brought
Okay,
it?
great.
I ain't hear
I
that.
thought it was reasonable doubt.
Reasonable doubt.
Yeah, I ain't hear that.
Reasonable
Yeah,
doubt.
I ain't hear
Yeah,
that.
I'm
I
sorry.
think
Yeah,
Jay already
reasonable
owned
doubt.
Rockefeller.
Yeah,
he already got that.
Yeah, I meant to say
He
reasonable
sold,
doubt. Yeah.
he sold his percentage of
So wait a
reasonable
minute,
doubt
who brought it?
for $2 million.
I don't know who bought it.
You don't know?
I think New York State bought it or some
It
crap.
said there was
like
no
that.
lawyers. There was no
That's
lawyers
it for
there.
$2
nothing.
million?
There was no lawyers
$2
there.
million?
nothing. Like he thought it would be
He
more
was trying to
lawyers.
get 10 for it.
Yeah, he said Drake.
In a Rockefeller
Drake.
chain.
He bought Drake through an offer on.
If you copy
You know, Dame, he in arrears, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy though, man. See, that's what
He'll
I'm saying.
get out
That's
though.
why.
I think he'll get out. You know what I mean? Somebody just gotta give him a shot. But his arrogance, you know, ain't nobody gonna want to mess with him because he a leader and
Right.
you know
Yes.
he a boss.
He that nigga.
and he gonna do stuff his way. So
Yes, he
that
is.
nigga.
you
Yes,
know,
he is.
But he definitely needs some help right now.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he definitely needs some help right now, man. I heard some other news. I heard we might have a part 2 with Katt Williams on Club Shay Shack
Wow.
in January.
I ain't hear that one.
Yeah, I heard that, man. Yeah.
That's what's
That's
yeah.
good. A part 2.
More money for Shay.
Ching ching.
Yeah.
And all, and especially what's been happening last year, all they do is just put a stamp of approval what Katt Williams be talking about.
Everything.
yes.
They just put a
Everything he
stamp
said
of
was
approval,
true.
yo.
Everything he said
Know
came
what I mean?
true.
And you know what's crazy?
And he said he was holding back.
Right.
Oh,
That-
of
that-
course.
that's
he,
what
and he said
created-
that several times in the interview.
he's
he was
holding
like,
back.
"Man, look, I know a lot."
He says I pay people that be in them places to tell me the information.
Yeah, yeah.
Cat did a whole lot behind the scenes for a lot of people too. He helped a lot.
Yeah,
of
he
people.
did.
right,
He did.
right.
A lot of people's has over the years come out and said
coming out
that.
and saying how much he helped.
Even without trying to, you know what I mean, like on the low, have somebody else take it to him.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they like, yo, the only one here is Katt. That's who doing it. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
yeah, he been a good boy for a long time. But it was crazy because I was watching that. You know what I mean? You know, Shay, my man. I was watching the first interview live. I was tuned in when it was. You know what I mean? It's not technically live, but when he posted, he run it live.
Premiere,
so people can, you know, the premiere.
Yeah.
So I was watching that joint when it was live, yo, and then like a quarter of the way through, I'm like, yo, he going in. So I go look at how many people viewing it right now, how many views. Yo, that thing was like, at the time I looked at it, it probably was like 28,000 views.
Oh, wow.
When I was watching it live, I was like, this joint gonna blow up. I'm a few minutes in. Man, I come back like 2 days
That
later.
thing took off.
Millions.
Took off.
I was in that because you know how you watching something, you like, yo, I was like,
Right.
my eyes was big the whole first 15 minutes.
Right.
I'm like, yo.
I watched the whole 3 hours.
Of
Oh, yeah.
course.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, how many people looking at this? This
Yeah.
thing about to blow.
Yeah.
That thing was
Y'all
crazy.
believe he made more money on that one episode than his whole entire NFL career?
Yes.
You
He
believe
said
that?
it.
That one episode?
He said that?
Remember, because they ain't
Yeah.
made that
I mean,
much in
said
NFL
that.
back when he
Yeah,
played.
right.
So that one
right.
episode.
Yeah, they wasn't getting.
And, I mean, and with social media and everything, and YouTube, and the
And, all,
bread is
and come
there.
on, y'all know
Right.
Shay. If y'all
Bread
watch
is there.
Shay,
Yeah.
he got a lot of sponsors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He reading a lot of sponsorship. How
you think he doing as far as, you know, being a black man in the media? I mean, the media outlet. Y'all like him as a media?
I
person?
like him, man, because I think he keep
he-
it real.
yeah,
he keep it
real.
He to me, he sounds like one of us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of them. You know what I mean? I don't want to say no names, but it's a lot of them that, you know what I mean, don't even sound like us no more.
Right.
What
Right.
I like about him is
I want to say some names.
he,
but-
he's passionate about what he's doing, and he's professional about what he's doing.
Right.
And he's speaking his. You know what I
Right.
mean, he's speaking his truth at the
Right.
same
And,
time.
and he
Yeah.
does it.
And he does it
like
great. He does it
like
great.
he's one of
Yeah.
us while he's doing it.
But he's still professional
Right.
at the same time. So
Right.
I think he's definitely a great representation
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
you know a black man in the source of media. But
Yeah,
But
he's definitely a beast.
but that kind of ties us in, even with the Jay-Z situation. It's like when you look at like music, it's like you can actually see us growing up in the music itself. You know what I mean? So like to hear something from Jay, it's like, wow, how Jay sound at 50? You know what I mean? Is he thinking the same way that we think at our age? You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's decent to see how black men are being portrayed in the direction that they're going in. You know what I'm saying? You know, we went from being like out in the cotton fields to now we presidents. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
In movies. You know what I'm
we
saying?
came a long way.
Yeah,
man.
we came a long way, man. We came a long way.
Long way. But I definitely love Shannon as far as what he's doing on Club Shay Shay. I love what he's doing on all of the sports talks and everything, and even Nightcap. Nightcap just show a whole different personality of him. I don't know if y'all ever watch Nightcap, but he be on his joint on
Nightcap,
Nightcap.
they let you in their living room and have a
Right.
conversation.
Right.
He be on his joint.
That's what's refreshing
Right.
about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't got to be polished up. You know what I mean? Corporate. You know what I mean? They just let you in their living room.
I got to touch on one of the media guys though, man, and he a brother. He one of my guys, man. But this thing been bothering me for a while, yo.
Okay.
Michael Irvin's hair, man. What's going on with Mike? Is he trying to be young? He's an old nigga trying to be young.
Yes,
Like
that's a
I
good
seen it one Sunday. Well, I turned the TV on. Yo, Mike, what's up with your hair, bro? What you doing, man? Like come
midlife
on.
crisis.
Midlife crisis.
I mean, to me, and
Midlife crisis, trying to be the young boy.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
I think some of it
it's
is
terrible, yo.
He keeping up, man. He keeping up.
No, that ain't keeping up. That is not keeping up, bro. Just go ahead and pick that thing out. Something, you know
Some
what I
of
mean?
it, like what you call. I mean, it's
I don't mean to cut you off. I remember Ro was trying to let his joint grow. I was like, you trying to be the young boy, yo?
I let mine grow one. I mean, like if you still got it to your full head of hair, you know, sometimes you want to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? That's all it be.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So, but Mike's been like growing, and he ain't cut. It's been growing for a while.
He got the hair,
Right, but he's been letting it grow
The
crazy.
look just it don't
look.
fit him. You know what I mean? For far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But I like what Phil and what you were saying going back to Shannon as far as not only the real conversation, but how he articulates it, and from when he first was being on air coming up. One good thing, and I noticed that, and I'm glad y'all brought up that situation, not situation, that topic. I always think about a movie when we talk about media, and I remember it was a movie that I really enjoyed, but I remember it was a character in it, and the movie was Mo Money. And one of the characters, not Damon Wayans,
Was that Tommy Davidson?
No, that was Damon Wayans and Stacey Dash.
Okay.
Going back to Damon.
Right.
So Stacey being the very attractive woman, she was dating this man that was a successful businessman. And I always use this joke all the time when I hear guys of our shade, they may sound differently from what you may think they should sound. And I always would do like, Amber, get in the car, Amber, get in the car. You know what I'm saying? And I hear guys like that in everyday life, just where as I move, and I may hear a guy say something and I'll be like, wow, he sounds different.
Right.
So just to add on, just connecting that with Shannon versus, Amber.
Now, do you think that's something that they just do purposely when they're in that media space, or do you think they're being true and authentic to who they are as a black person, or you think they're putting on the front in front of the camera?
The ones that do it good, they're able to get a 50-50 mix. The ones that really blow up.
So they're doing it for the crossover.
Right. Yeah.
Instead of keeping it authentic and keeping it real.
Yeah, because it's business.
Yeah, it's definitely business.
It's business.
This is one NBA announcer. It's like I hear him when he's with one group of people. He's very, 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 very articulate in his words. And then when he's with a different person, I can hear. Okay, you got some swag with you now. You know what I'm saying?
The culture.
And it's just like, and it seems like it depends on who he's with.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like
what room he's in.
Right. So it's like, but going back to what y'all saying about Shannon, it seemed like he kind of keep it. This is who I am.
Yeah.
Straight across the board. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it authentic.
And see, Shannon, he holds a lot of weight because of his resume prior to.
Right.
Yes.
He got a lot of pride too.
His resume prior to getting in. See, a lot of them be like middling players. If you're a player, you're like, okay, this is a Hall of Fame player.
He was top of his position.
You know what I'm saying? And so he already had that, and then he came to this, this venue of media, social media, and was above average when he started. He just blew up. He just took it and ran with it.
He did way better than his brother did.
Yeah,
way better.
Because he got
personality.
He got the personality.
Yeah, he got personality.
Black men came a long way in media over the 30 years. It's like, remember back in the day, there was no black guys, doing sports shows or in the media or in the forefront.
Right.
Now it's like we pretty much took over.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like everybody gravitates to us, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if it's because we cool or hip, but we came a long way, man. Real long way.
Yeah.
Long
I
way.
mean, nobody want to listen to Skip Bayless.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
he's boring.
It's
Yeah, he's
boring.
boring.
I want to listen to Skip Bayless.
It don't got no swag to it,
Right.
no flavor to
Nothing.
it.
Gotta be.
And we gotta tip our hats off to Stuart Scott. Yo.
Oh, without a doubt.
Pioneer.
He was the one that started it.
Man.
Started it. Oh man, God bless him. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Stuart was the man.
Yes,
he was.
Stu was the man. I never forget. I was in Atlanta, and he was in the gym. I was staying at a hotel, the Marriott Marquis, and I went in the gym to work out. He was on the treadmill. He was like, he wanted our attention. Like, yo, that's Stu. Yo, what's up, Stu?
That's cool.
I was like, Stu the man.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, media came a long way, man. And like I said, we taking it over. But what I want to know is, do you think that there's a lot of athletes that's in that realm? Do you think it's going to come to a point where maybe just a regular person can slide up into that point on the professional side of things? Or do you think they have to put their skin in the game like Stephen A. did to get to that point? Because with social media, it's like if you got the following and you got people behind you, you can slide right into that, man. Because I think social media pretty much controls pretty much everything.
I was about to
these
say,
days.
it's about eyeballs on whatever it is.
I think
You know
it's
what I'm
heading that
saying?
way.
You know what I mean? It's about
I believe it
viewership.
is.
Yeah,
I believe if
So if you can bring those viewers,
if you can bring the viewers, it don't matter where you
Right.
come from now. They gonna cut you that check to go ahead and do what you got to do.
What's the boy that be always talking something like trash? Oh, yo, that
Bubba,
president.
Bubba.
Yo, I seen him doing. He's on the commercials now.
Yeah,
Just regular
yeah.
commercials now,
Yeah.
and I'm saying something like, wow, like, and just imagine, just a couple years ago, we just started watching him or seeing him. Now he doing commercials. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. But to that point,
Yeah, I'm piggybacking off what you're saying.
to that point, you can be that and stick to who you are, but you still gotta have that professionalism like Shannon brings to,
Right.
that Stephen A. brings
Right.
to. You know what I mean? So you just can't go in there, just on your
Right,
joint.
right,
You gotta have that balance.
they'll
you
polish
were
you up, though.
Yeah,
Right.
they
They'll
gotta
polish you up.
But you gotta keep in mind, Shannon, he educated.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
And Smith, they educated. So it's like they
Absolutely.
not coming from not having no type of background. They both educated men, you know what I'm saying? And they keep it, I won't use the word keep it real, but they genuine. They just genuine who they are, you know what I'm saying? They stay within in their person. They don't come out of character.
They're good. They're well polished. You know what I'm saying? And when you're polished like that, you know how to move. You know what to say. You know
Right.
what
When to
not
say
to
it,
say.
not
to
You
say
know
it.
when to say
Not letting
it.
your emotions
Right.
get
You know what I
come
mean?
into
Like
play.
they, you know, the combination of the two being polished, and then you know what I mean the tier of
Not forgetting where you came
entertainers
from.
that they are.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not that difficult for them.
Yeah, I think we taking over that space.
Yeah.
I mean, we even got women in it now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
I mean, we got. I love Joy.
Fine
Yeah,
woman.
Yeah.
Joy.
That's my
She
girl.
keep it real, and you know we got the women in there. You know, black and white.
Actually, you know what? Like to me, and I might be just missing it, but Joy is the first female that I feel as though really can hold her,
Her
own
own
with men.
with the men. Yeah, that's why I like her.
Talking about sports.
That's why I like her. That's why I like her. She
Like,
be going that shady, like
She
be going that shady.
This is what she
Yeah,
do.
that's
You know
what
I
she
mean?
do.
Like,
Yeah.
and she
Yeah.
and she's
There's
good.
one more girl.
Who?
I think.
Okay, who?
The other girl who got kicked off of ESPN.
Oh, I know.
Jamel
you're talking
Hill.
about
Jamel Hill.
Jamel Hill.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
forget
she
about
was
Jamel.
holding.
But
They did
Jamel
her
Hill
dirty.
was she was
They did her dirty.
she wasn't just sports.
Yeah.
Jamel, she
They
can
don't-
go anywhere with
Yeah.
you.
They did her dirty.
Yeah.
But-
that was cause when you too far, you know what I mean? Like you
but
talked about, you got to keep the professionalism. They
you
want a
got
little bit
to-
more of
You
that.
got to play the game.
Yeah, they want you to play a little bit more of that professionalism and a little less of that.
get that
and she
check.
didn't want to conform,
To
which
get-
is fine. But you didn't
Cost
just,
her later, yeah.
it's
Get that
just not
check, you
going to
gotta
fit
play
here
the
at this
game,
at
man.
this entity.
You got
And on the
to.
Out
side
of
note,
there.
you know, Jamel is unbothered. She has a
Unbothered.
podcast
Yeah,
that y'all
Unbothered.
need
Yeah.
to check
Yeah.
out.
You gotta
because
check her out. Shout
she
out to
definitely
Jamel Hill,
really
her podcast.
does it.
Yep.
Yes.
You checked it out, Jim?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah,
faithful
all
listener.
her interviews are phenomenal. I
Okay.
mean, it's always been though.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And now she just able to keep it, be real, and do it. You know what I mean, on her own terms.
That's right. Yeah. What about the stereotypes in it though, as far as black men and black women? I mean, as far as media, movies, just the entertainment industry, I really don't like the what you call it, the Atlanta Housewives,
Oh,
the
that's
Bad
trash.
Girls Clubs,
Yeah.
the
reality-
love,
you
the
talking about
love
the
and
reality
hip-hop.
TV.
Yeah.
That's
Reality TV.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah.
I really don't like the way that they stereotyping the women out. The
That's
black
part of the
women out there.
brainwash.
Right.
You talking about for the young women out
Right.
here?
Yeah.
You think
Right.
you think that's part of the reason why we got the? I don't want to talk
Say
bad
it.
about them, but we got the sexy reds and the,
Yeah. Yeah.
and this, that, and the
Yeah.
third.
Because that's what supposedly sells.
It all plays a part in that.
It's for the younger audience, though.
It's pretty much for the younger
Yeah.
It's
people.
for the young
To make
people,
your
man.
kids.
Yeah, but
Horse.
exactly. Because at the end of the
Yeah.
day,
know what I mean?
another 5 to 10 years on top of whatever your kids is, add 10 years. That's who they are.
It's
You know
part of
what I mean?
brainwash,
Right.
making your kids whores and thugs.
Yeah.
Boys and thugs. Wow.
You know?
So you think they got it out for the urban people?
They have. Yeah,
They
absolutely.
always had it out for
Listen,
us.
man. Like one of the reasons why when I moved to where I moved to, it's like I never forget, man. The city of Philadelphia was like, no, the state of Pennsylvania said we are no longer gonna put money in the education system.
I remember
We're
you
gonna put it in
telling
the
me
prison system. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you look at what's going on in the city right now, it's in chaos because y'all stopped educating these kids. You know what I mean? And they just going around educating themselves. And what's educating them is the media, social media, media itself. You know what I'm saying?
That started a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean,
the money is in
Yeah.
the prisons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're literally saying we're not going to educate these kids. You know what I'm
It
saying?
starts in the home.
And not
too,
put no
though.
programs.
It's
together
easy
for
to say
kids.
that, but when a child is in school 7.5 hours,
True.
when they come home from school, we talking about they might spend maybe a total of 2 hours with their parents before it's time to go to bed. So within 2 hours, I got to deprogram what you learned in 8 hours. Because Ray down the street, you know what I mean? He that piss on himself is beating you up or bullying you all day.
Well,
But that's why a lot of parents do homeschooling too, though.
exactly.
yeah.
But
You know
I
what I mean?
still say it starts at home. The way you raise your child from the beginning.
Homeschool.
It don't matter what school they go to. You know what I mean? They gotta have it. They gotta have it instilled in them that these are the things that I need to do for myself.
Yeah.
To be the person that I want to be, and that starts at home.
But then when you got kids, having kids, mind you, some of these kids are 15 years old themselves. So they weren't being educated. Now they're not educated. Now their children are not gonna be educated. You know what I'm saying? So now we starting to cycle now. So now we got a whole bunch of uneducated people walking around.
And the streets play a big influence. The people that you hang around with. So
And with some
Your peers is who pulls you and influences
and you with some more uneducated people.
Yeah, that peer pressure is real, especially for a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's a small percentage of people that are leaders that can't be conformed to peer pressure. But the majority, peer pressure gonna have you doing things that's not your idea.
And I agree with y'all wholeheartedly, but it was something that Trey brought up about the brainwash technique. So we talk about this, media. We talk about that 94% of media is owned by people that are not of us.
Exactly.
They own it. So when they own it, they can create the bias. They can, create the disparity. They can go ahead and create what we call prejudice. That means prejudice, meaning prejudging a person based on color, creed, whatever.
So what you're saying, they can dictate the narrative because they own everything?
Yes. And I want to say, going back to these shows that we started out with, like Housewives and all these reality shows, and let's talk about TMZ. We talk about who owns TMZ, who owns CNN, who owns all this. Right. So therefore, when they create this bias, that creates the bias creates the judgment, and then, like Wayne said, it creates the narrative where they already have. We're already we're set to the side. Whereas they created.
You're right, but that still all boils down to the individual that's speaking. Whether they're gonna speak from the heart or they're gonna be controlled.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if you stand on what you stand on and you speak for what you speak on, no matter what happens, whatever the consequences and repercussions are, you're gonna stand on what you stand on.
And I like that.
A lot of people do what they do for the money, man. And you can't let money get in the way all the time.
I like that.
But
TV plays a
huge role
in everybody's life.
You know what I mean?
So let's talk about TV. We talk about rural America versus urban America. So I don't know who watch more TV, but I know if we don't own the radio stations, the TV media stations, 94% is owned by the other races.
But wait a minute, I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, great.
Y'all know about Byron Allen? Y'all know
Right.
how much TV stuff he owns? He's one of my idols.
Yeah, on the weather station.
The weather station.
Comedy joints.
So that's not true, man. It's like
I said 94%, so I could give Byron Allen. I can give him 3%. I can give him 3%, but 94% of
You
it.
said something about Byron Allen.
Yes.
Then we got Tyler Perry.
Right.
But we all love Tyler Perry. We love what he's bringing for
the black people.
And he giving them jobs
paying
and
black
everything.
people. He paying them.
It's still a little bit of brainwashing. The stuff he put
Yeah, some
the
of his
product
stuff.
he put
Yeah,
out.
some of his stuff
because
is
let's
has controversy in it.
Yeah,
for
a little
sure.
brainwashing.
Yeah.
He got people watching it.
But it's, do
all
you
this
think it's
homophobic-
purposely
I mean,
brainwashed, or do you think it's because of our experiences and what we've been through?
Well, he still got to stick to an agenda.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And he got to stick to his brand.
You know what I mean? So it's
he did start his brand like it ain't like he veered away.
Right.
His brand started like that.
Right. You know what I mean? And he got to stay to his agenda.
Yeah.
But it's like when you look at the evolution of how black men has been portrayed to where they at now, it's like there was a period where you had only Sidney Poitier was the only one who was like in the forefront. He was the Denzel Washington of that time. You know what I'm saying? And we all love Denzel now. You know what I mean? Denzel talking about, so he got one more movie in him. Okay. Boseman was supposed to be the next Denzel. You get what I'm saying? Chadwick Boseman. Yeah, he was supposed to be the next Denzel, because if you look at every role he played, he never took any role. You know what I mean? It had to be a certain type of role. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be the drug pusher. I'm going to be somebody of an influence. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't want to be stereotyped.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Now when you look at it, like now it's like, okay, who's going to take the baton to the next level? Because right now there's no one really stepping up to take. Let me take the young folks, the young men to the next level. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like the only thing they got is social media. I'm listening to these young boys the other day. It's called the Ops, and they just like young boys who got either rocked or they did some shooting, and they just sitting there calling people out on social media. Yo, pull up right now, and it's like next thing you know, Cass is pulling up on these dudes, and I'm like, wait a second, like these young boys is like 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, we lost a lot of.
You know what I'm saying?
We have no leadership in the young community.
But that's where I think it's like someone needs to step up, because right now, if you look at the black male actors, like you got Samuel Jackson, 60 plus
They
years
all
old.
old.
They old. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You know what I
yeah.
mean? You know, so
There's nobody representing
It's a couple young boys.
I mean, you got Michael B. Jordan.
You got Mike,
Hell.
he one of them, but you got the other boy that ran into the stuff with the white girl.
You talking about the one that's with Megan the Good?
Jonathan Major.
Jonathan Major.
But look,
he's elite.
But he got jacked up.
He got jacked up, yeah.
You know what I mean? But so
I
who's
caught up in
next?
some nonsense.
But who's
too.
next?
So let's go back, not just to the individual, the actor. We're going to talk about the characters they portray out there in this media land. Right now, we probably need, just my opinion, we probably need another James Evans.
We need you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
How we forget
Because
about
James
him?
Evans
Yeah, James
was
Evans,
that he was
sure.
that
He was
guy,
the dad.
and I'm talking
Rest in
about
peace,
the
John
character
Angel.
James Evans,
John Angel.
of how
Rest
he
in peace.
protected his family,
Right.
how he protected his baby
Right.
girl.
See, but
Right.
But right now, we getting guys like the character, and I'm not talking about actors. We may get the character of Ghost from Power.
Right.
We may get those type of characters that may be entertaining to what they want to display, but they
ain't
don't.
standing for nothing.
So you see what I'm
going
going
back,
at?
and going back to what you're saying, it's like, okay, now, if you want to talk about the young black man, okay, you got what's his name? What is his name? The little boy, the boy that play on Ghost. What's his name?
Oh, Tariq.
No, what's his real name?
real name? Michael Rainey.
Okay, now
Michael Rainey.
he's the person that people looking at, and he's just a glorified drug dealer. So all we did was just did something. We just went back to the 80s.
That's true. That's true. But he is smart though.
He's smart.
He's a smart glorified drug dealer.
but what he's saying is like you can be educated, but you can sell some drugs.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, oh, that's what people are looking at. Well, you got some kids that said, you know what, I can't grasp the education part, but I can sell some drugs. Right. Now we got the pull-ups. I mean, go pull up on me. Okay, so now you got these ignorant young boys telling people to pull up on them, and Cass is pulling up on them.
Well, see, that goes into, y'all know, especially Trey. You know what I mean? One of my biggest gripes about the music today is the music is that's what it's talking about. That's what's hot. You know what I mean? Like, I flipped this. You know, I got so much. I went to the stash. I grabbed, and you know what I mean? Like, that's what it's all about.
But they talking about what they actually doing.
But that's fine, and that's cool with me, because this is where we come from. We all come from that. But give me a mixture.
You want a balance.
Give me a balance. Give like Meek. Every song or every album, Meek will throw something on there that's positive. That's sending a message out. You know what I'm saying? Not just, you know what I mean? You 28, 30 years old. You ain't 16, 17 no more. You should be educating
mature.
and trying to get the young brothers around some of the nonsense instead of just glorifying it the whole album. Because now, like you saying, they coming up and that's what they made of. That's all they see. You know what I mean? So they pull up and they doing that on social media. They that's what it is. No, it's not only that.
Right.
It's not. We're not saying, you know what I mean, be a choir boy all of a sudden. But there's a you know what I mean, like there's just a balance to this thing.
I mean,
So-
but that's the life they live in. So, it's like
you
if,
definitely need a balance on.
if they don't have a
TV
balance in their
vibe.
life, they can't put a balance.
I
in their
think it's
music
more of a balance
and their
on
mental.
on hip hop than on TV. We have no role models on the tube at all.
Right.
As far as our culture, black men,
Our culture,
women,
like you said,
what?
James Evans.
Yeah.
You know,
Mr. Huxtable.
like he
I mean,
was,
come on.
like them
Mr.
two guys
Huxtable.
were like
You
our
know?
second father.
Right.
Yeah.
You dig?
The Rock.
Yeah.
The
Oh, The Rock.
Yeah,
Oh my God. Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you.
You know what I mean? A hard-working trash man.
That's crazy. I'm
You know what I
sitting
mean?
here. I'm sitting here
taking
trying
care
to
of the
think
community.
Right,
of
exactly.
something
You know what I mean?
today,
It's not
Nobody.
and I can't think of nothing.
None.
Nothing.
I have something to make you laugh because I was talking to some guys and not pertaining. It was kind of offsetting off this conversation, but we had a conversation. Some of my counterparts at the job front of a different race, and we were talking about Denzel Washington, and it was something where one of the guys from a different race of us, he was talking about, I really like Denzel as an actor. I really loved him in Training Day, and I said, well, have you ever seen Malcolm X? He said, oh no, I can't watch that.
Wow.
So
That's
that
crazy.
told me maybe
What type of person he
people,
is.
Wow, that's
not just him individually, but people that may have the same beliefs that he may have, whereas though it's hard for you to connect Denzel Washington
In positive
in a
mode.
more positive,
Exactly.
meaningful mode versus just being a crooked
Somebody,
cop.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
Or you know, take for instance, what's the other guy
Well,
named?
And Denzel
That-
played
that-
in so many good roles, but
Yes.
Training Day is
That's
what
where
Which we got
he
an
wanted
award
that.
at.
Exactly.
That's
So
where he won the
that's what
Oscar.
Trey
Right.
was talking
He won an
about.
Oscar, yeah.
How
And he
you
got
know, it's not
snubbed for the
balanced,
Oscar
you know?
in Malcolm X. By Al Pacino. If I'm mistaken.
You know, killers respect killers.
Son of a woman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Killers respect
And we
killers.
talk about
Yeah.
rural America, and we talk about urban America.
And not
And like
for
I
nothing,
said, I don't know how much viewership that rural America brings into TV and media. I mean, basically TV and movies and things like that. Do they watch more? Does rural America
urban
watch more?
America runs the entertainment industry. As far as I mean, everybody wants to be urban and attracts to the black. What we doing?
And I'm glad what you just said.
So you
We-
figure they're doing that because the majority of the viewership is urban. To answer your point.
No,
but,
great
but,
point.
but out in the suburbs, these kids are trying to be urban.
They trying to be
They trying to
urban.
be
Yeah,
urban.
they,
You know what I mean? And it's crazy because, like, you know, like the counterparts, like the city counterparts is different than the urban. I mean, than the county counterparts. You know what I'm saying?
right.
The county counterparts, they try to act like us. With the city, they be like the city counterparts, they be on some old like kind of snooty in a sense. You know what I mean? It seems like they should live out there, and the people that live out in the suburbs should live in the city. You know what I mean? If you look at the mannerism, you know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, at the end of the day, it's man. End of the day, man. We as men, especially us, we as men, black people in general. You know what I'm saying? Well, people of color. You know what I mean? We need to kind of try to build a stronger base with our younger people, man. Like we have to, especially like us, because to me, I think that our generation is the last generation of hope. You know what I mean? Because we were able to see where our grandfathers and great grandfathers and our parents went through. You know what I mean? Because remind you, anybody that was like, we all born in like late 60s or the 70s, so you figure in the 50s and the 60s they couldn't drink no water fountain, they couldn't live in the suburbs, they had to live in a certain spot, couldn't go to certain restaurants.
Certain bathrooms, yeah.
And then we get into the 70s, and instead of them taking the baton and running with it, they wanted to party, sell drugs, and you know what I mean, and they just had a great time. You know what I mean? And then when
enjoying that
That freedom.
newfound freedom.
that new
freedom.
freedom, right?
Yeah, they got used to that freedom.
But that was the smoke and mirrors. Because the freedom, it wound up setting us back probably 20 years, because now you got drugs running through the entire country. You know what I'm saying? So now that James Evans, that Hustable,
That
he not in the
power.
crib no more.
Yeah.
He on the drugs or he dead. You know what I'm saying? Or locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because he got that new freedom, you know. Yeah, I mean, so now it's like we came in and say, okay, you know, we know what it is not to have a father in our lives. So that's why we tried our best to be the best fathers that we could be to our children. You know what I'm saying? So now the generation underneath, they got a little bit of residue, but our children, if any kid that don't have a parent, it's gonna be hard for them to even get into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because they used to looking at all the thoughts on TV, all the thoughts on, you know what I mean, all the social media people that's in the front running, you know what I mean? So
it's hard for these younger kids out here
crazy.
now because you know the cliche saying it takes a village to raise a child. You know, back in our days, the village actually raised the child.
Right.
Now the village is the computers, the phones, the TV shows. It's like if we say something to our neighbor's child or something, they want to cut our head off. You know what I mean?
The reality TV show.
You know, back in our day, it was like, if my son do such and such, you put a belt to him,
Right.
and then bring him home.
Right.
Then I'm gonna put a belt to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not like that now. You know, it's like, don't touch my son. I don't care what he was doing.
Right.
There's no account. The parents don't even take accountability for their kids.
Now the kids ain't learning consequences of what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
because they know they mom or
Right.
they moms, because it's a lot of single mother homes. The father ain't in there,
Right.
So the moms is babying the kids, especially the boys.
Yeah, 'cause I remember back in the day when I was young, y'all friends doing what they doing. I said, nah, I can't do that.
Because you was going to catch you.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch
You knew the consequences and repercussions.
Right, yes.
You know, versus today, cats go out here like, I'm gonna do this. My mom got me. I'm going right in the crib.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
My mom ain't gonna find out nothing anyway.
She ain't gonna snitch.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? We be scared, man. My mom
She riding out, yeah.
they gonna call the cops on me. They gonna put me out the crib.
Right.
No, I can't do this. So I mean, we gotta. I don't know how we can change it and tap into these young folks, but it's definitely
This right here.
needed.
I mean, platforms like this, man.
This right here.
Yeah.
Platform
We
like
need
this.
to probably try to get some of these young cats on here,
Yeah.
and talk to them, and share our experiences. Like I said, I'm gonna bring my child on here, just to show what I did with my child, so she can speak. You know what I mean? To let the people know the influence that I was to her. Because shout out to my baby. She tell me all the time, if it wasn't for you, Dad, I wouldn't be the person that I am. Not taking nothing from my mom. Of course, she got stuff from her mom too, but just having that father in the household with that positive image in that right direction means a whole lot. Yes. So, I mean, maybe we should try to do something for the community. Go out as one as the pod and do something for kids. You know what I mean? For the young men.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we all been in the streets.
Right.
We all been in the streets, and those that ain't been as deep in the streets still know the streets. You know what I mean? And still can speak from a positive outlook. So, that might be something we need to try to do.
Absolutely.
Because one
We
thing,
gonna do that.
because one thing Trey said that was like really thorough is like, I won't necessarily use the word thorough, but it's like something that like jogged my mind is you got these kids who don't have anybody to look at. They don't have no example. Because like I look at my children, they don't even watch TV. They're only thing they do is watch
They're on the phones.
the phones.
Yeah.
They on TikTok, Instagram,
That's what I say.
and all the
Social
other different
media-
platforms.
social
You know what I
media
mean?
is everything, man.
Like I say to
It's
my daughter, I say, hey baby, you want to get a TV in your room? At school, she's like, nah, I'll be on my computer all the time. You know what I mean? So it's like, so I'm saying like that, so how we grew up, like the TV was our thing.
That was it.
You know what I mean? To them, they're like, nah, I don't need a TV. I'm watching a lot of shows right here at one time. You know what I mean? Oh, this person is doing this to this person is doing that to this person. This music is here. This, like, you know what I mean? So they don't even like. To watch TV is about to be obsolete, man. That's why cable companies are shutting down.
Yeah, social media.
Yeah.
Like I said, everybody have phones, but kids today, they don't even ask for the phone number. He's like, yo, what's your Instagram?
Right.
I'm a DM you.
Right.
You on the phone, you could call, you could text, but they like,
But you know what?
what's your IG?
But
I'm
you
a DM you.
But see what that does. If certain people, social media kind of let you know how they are. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, you're about that life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you either going, especially like young men, they like, oh, I bet she's sweet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I bet I'm going for it. You know what I mean?
You go in there and snitch on
Yeah,
yourself.
you know what I'm saying?
on
So
social media.
that's one thing social media does is like I don't need to talk to you on the phone. All I gotta do is look at
go
your
to
thread.
social
You know what I'm
media,
saying?
yeah.
Okay, I know what you're about.
I mean, even jobs do that. They
Yeah,
go to your social
yeah.
media, like
That's crazy, yo.
To try to
Yeah.
gauge your personality
Yeah.
and character before they even think about calling you in for an
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah, that's like
You know what I
and
mean?
it's crazy because that's like a main tactic that they use,
Yeah.
employers now.
Yeah.
Because social media is so
All
big, it's
employers.
like, all right, who applying? Go to their social media.
Yep.
Boom. You know what I mean? Like that's, but It is what it is. That's why you got to be careful what you're
Yeah.
putting on this social media
Yeah.
platform.
So that's why, you know, we created this platform so we could try to make a difference and, you know, give our input in out here in this social media platform. And like I said,
try. We gonna make it.
yeah, we're going to make a difference. That's a good point. We're going to make a difference. We're going to be here every Saturday. We're going to put it out no later than Monday. You know, Weather the Storm Entertainment, the pod. You know, we got my brothers here. They going to be here, or we got some other ones that's going to be here. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Check out the episodes. We on YouTube. We on all social media platforms. If y'all didn't see the last episode, which was the first episode, this is the second episode. And we going to get better. We working the kinks out. We going to get better. Y'all make sure y'all keep tuning in and check us out. Until next time, we out.
We out.
Peace.